What you're about to hear could be the most important podcast ever created. But probably not. Welcome. It's the Hot Tub Podcast with Mahler, Rush, Jenny, and Brady.
I'm ready for Christmas, as you guys know.
Yeah.
Jenny, you're ready for Christmas, right?
Yeah, I haven't done all the decorating, but I've started.
Come on, no.
I know, you're like 90% done, right?
Yeah, done.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Like we will be. We have what we call, Lisa and I call it the stress-free December. So all our Christmas stuff will be ready to go. All the gifts will be bought. Everything will be wrapped before December 1st.
I like that.
Yeah.
We do
That's
that
good.
every year.
I think I'm going to try to get some gifts done early.
I'm
Like
almost
now.
done my shopping.
Are you?
Yep, almost done.
Okay.
I just-
Are you reeling it in this year? That's the question.
Yeah, like we're going to get my mom something. We're all going to go in on it.
She doesn't need it.
She doesn't really need anything. That's what she keeps telling us. But no, we just have to shop for Rory. I got to get something for Derek, and that's it.
I
yeah.
want to blow up our house in terms of everything. I think next year we're donating all our Christmas stuff.
Oh,
Okay,
you want to
yeah.
go
And
new?
we want to go new.
Wow.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
such
Oh,
a
so
pricey
decorations,
thing,
you're going to do completely new stuff.
All new
You
stuff.
But
don't
just-
like them or why?
Yeah, we had them for many years, and my
Tired.
wife sees on her Instagram feed all the time, like all these wonderful homes,
Yeah.
and just like, oh, I'm jealous of
I
that
get
one
what
and
you're
this
saying,
one.
Yeah.
and I will have the same feeling, but then it'll be time to get rid of something, and you'll look at it, you'll have happy memories to it, and you're going to be like,
No,
"Oh."
I won't.
You'll
I
be
won't.
fine. You'll
It's
be
tough
fine
to get rid of some of
revamping.
these decorations.
I know what you mean, especially like the kids ones. If the kids were around, oh man.
But Mahler, after Christmas Boxing Day, go shopping.
I know.
That's
Yeah,
when you have
that's
to get
the time
everything.
to do it.
Although the stuff that I think we want, I don't think it's on sale after Boxing Day.
no,
It's always
that's
those
true.
ugly ornaments in aisle 3 that nobody really wanted
Right.
anyway.
Frosty
So you're
with
going to
one
go
eye.
all inflatables, right? That's what you do in the future? I get it.
Indoor and outdoor.
Yeah. That'll
Oh
be nice.
God.
Do people have indoor inflatables?
Sure, why
Oh,
not?
I'm sure.
Oh yeah, why not?
Yeah.
Why not?
Oh, I hate that.
You will.
so
Yeah.
Oh yeah, actually yeah, they do.
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah, we have here actually that I borrowed last year for my
Oh,
Christmas tree
yeah.
sale. We have a couple indoor inflatables kicking around in our promotions closet.
I wonder if
Right.
you can find an inflatable nativity scene.
Wow, yeah,
Like an
Yes.
inflatable manger.
Of course
an
you can.
inflatable
You
baby
should do
Jesus.
that, yeah.
Nativity
Oh my
scene.
God, please just get rid of your couch and everything. Just have it in your family.
This is a- oh yeah, there it is.
There.
$185. Let's
Done.
do it.
Hey, that's
Cheap
a
at
steal.
twice the price.
Hit buy.
Yeah, okay, 60. No, only $90 for a 6-foot inflatable seat. This is
Come on.
amazing.
I mean, come on, 6 feet.
I mean, that is a bargain.
Yeah.
Oh, you can watch Selling Sunset with Jesus.
That's true. Oh, this is a bad
Wait a
Jesus.
sec. What makes you think I don't already?
Exactly.
He's
And
always there.
I'm sorry, can we just went over why is it a bad Jesus?
Because Jesus' mouth is like weirdly open, like he's shocked.
Oh.
I'm gonna email this to you guys. You
God.
have to,
If you were
dear.
Jesus, you'd be shocked too.
I guess so, but he's a baby.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot that part of the
it's a
story.
baby
Yeah,
Jesus,
he's a
right.
baby, but he's so surprised that he was born in a manger.
Well, yeah. You'd think you'd be born in a hospital.
Jenny, what
That
are you
would-
looking at? I
Is
sent
that
you the
it?
link.
Jesus first, it says. You sent me the link?
Yeah.
Oh, hang on. Thank you. Because you know I didn't look up the right one.
Yeah.
Oh,
Look
oh,
at the
Jesus.
Jesus in the middle.
Oh, why is... Oh, no,
Isn't that a
Jesus.
song by Carrie Underwood, Jesus in the Middle?
Oh, I
All
agree.
right.
That's a weird Jesus.
Yeah.
While we look over my options for next
Yeah.
year.
Looks like it was a grade 4 project.
And you can apply a $5 coupon, Mahler.
Like I said, while we look over my options for next year, let's begin the Hot Tub Podcast.
The Hot Tub Podcast with Mahler, Rush, Jenny, and Brady. Find the gang on their socials. Follow at Mahler, at One True Rush, at Hot Flash Jenny, and at Brady Jones Radio.
There's a secret weapon for preventing holiday weight gain.
Oh, okay. What's that?
And it is an exercise.
Okay.
Should we
It's
be quiet about this?
No, no, guys, just get ready for
All
it.
right.
It's
Yeah, it
not
is.
eating smart or Photoshop.
Okay.
It's prunes.
Prunes.
I don't know if I like that.
No.
In a new study, researchers from the University of Liverpool found that eating prunes helped some dieters control their appetite. They consume fewer calories and even lose slightly more weight than people not eating prunes. So they gave groups of people different foods to snack on in between meals, and those who were given prunes were more likely to feel less hungry.
Wow.
Man, you-
Somebody give me a prune. Less hungry throughout the day, and then eat fewer calories during their next meal. They also tracked how much weight the dieters lost over a 12-week period, and those who were eating prunes lost slightly more weight, about 1 pound more than the people who were snacking on something
There you
else.
go.
the downside is you have to eat a bunch of prunes.
I like
exactly.
prunes.
Do you?
Really?
I've always liked prunes since I was a kid.
I haven't had a prune since I was a kid.
Really?
See,
Yeah.
I see. I don't understand you because you picked him. You said you like weird food, like dates.
You do that.
And I do like dates.
Dates
and
are weird.
You like prunes.
Yeah, dates and prunes are in the same
They're
category.
the same
They're
thing.
different.
They're
I
not.
feel like prunes are sweeter.
Oh, dates are very sweet.
Are they sweet?
Yeah.
But dates have a pit. Some prunes have a pit.
Yeah. They do.
They're the same thing. They're in the same category of
But
food.
I like the dried prunes that you can get in the bag.
Okay.
Well, yeah.
Why don't you try another date soon?
And that's
maybe
what I
you'll
like too.
that.
I like date rolls there's no pits in them and stuff. They're good.
All right, bring me a date roll. I'll
I
try
did.
it.
I bring one. You're like, I don't like this. I don't want to try it.
I feel like that's not how we sounded.
That's
though.
exactly what it sounded.
I hate all that stuff. The raisins and
Oh,
currants. And,
Raisins are good.
Oh, raisins
hate
are
trail mix?
delicious.
Yeah.
I hate trail mix.
Yeah, I'm not a trail mix fan
Oh, I
either.
love trail mix.
I mean, I eat a lot of grapes, so I like grapes more than raisins.
Right.
Oh, I like grapes better.
Yeah, for sure. I don't mind grapes in things, or I mean raisins in things, like a muffin.
How'd you put in grapes and things? Like a grape muffin?
Hey, there's grape salads,
I
right?
guess
that's
so.
yeah,
but
that's
sure.
true.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of that.
Have you tried freezing your grapes yet?
Yeah.
Excuse
And?
me?
It's not the game changer you think it is.
It
No.
is such a game
I
changer.
don't like it. Makes my mouth water
Yeah,
negatively.
Yeah, and it's too
Thinking
much.
about it?
It's-
Yeah.
I like a crunchy
Yeah.
grape, especially if it's got a hard skin. I think that's
Oh,
good.
not the ice part.
But
of
if
it,
you
though.
the ice part of the grape, it's too much.
Too
No.
much.
Yeah,
Yeah,
You tried
agreed.
the carnival grapes?
Yes. Oh yeah, they taste like cotton candy. For sure.
Interesting.
No,
Yeah.
no,
I don't
They're
like
not hard
them.
enough though.
No, thanks,
That's a
no.
thing?
Yeah.
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 Oh.
There's cotton candy grapes, carnival grapes.
Oh, that's weird.
We're
just
just
sweeter.
ending the season of autumn crisp grapes, which has been wonderful.
Because they're like super
They're
big.
big, they're
and
very
they're
crunchy,
crunchy.
and they're,
really
so
crunchy,
good.
yeah.
But I mean, this is the end of the season. If you can find sorbet grapes, they're very good too.
Yeah.
Can I just say this should be like a podcast and not a radio show?
Very niche. Yes.
And also, Rush, you have too much grape knowledge.
Yeah, I do.
It's true.
You do.
You can hear more on my podcast. Having a great time.
Oh, there's another one. I know. There's one more. Have a
What?
grape time. Another pun.
What's wrong with leaving
Yeah,
it
that's
on that note?
perfect.
That was
feel
my
like-
title.
Wanted you to raise in the bar. Oh,
Okay, that'll be your podcast.
good, yeah.
My podcast is having a great time. You can do a raisin podcast.
I will do a raise in the bar with Jenny.
That's not bad though.
Yeah, but Rush,
good.
Rush is, he'd actually sit there for an hour and talk about grapes, and I
Yeah.
go, oh, I'll learn something. You, after 5 minutes about raisins, you've hit a wall.
Raisins go in muffins and cookies and oatmeal. Cream of wheat if you're feeling crazy.
That's all you do throughout the whole podcast.
He's just
Somebody
naming
help
things.
me. Help me. Help me.
By the way, even though it's not true, I appreciate you actually pretending you would sit down and listen to my having a
I
great time
totally
podcast.
would.
Yeah.
I've said this on the air before. There was a show, I don't even know if it's still on, called Swap Shop.
Absolutely.
And this hits markets across the country, right?
Yeah. Okay.
And local television stations.
Yeah, it
and
was-
people call in
Yeah.
and want to give their junk
Yeah.
out, and other people call
It
in
was
to
a
buy that
call-in
junk.
garage
Yeah.
sale, basically.
And
Yeah.
Rush hosted this show.
Yeah.
Like numerous. Were you the permanent host at one time?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay. And he did this for a long time. Other than the people buying and selling, I was the only casual
Yeah.
viewer to it.
People,
So
because
funny.
people
It
don't
was
understand.
so uncomfortable to
Here's
watch.
how
Yeah.
it was too, because there were two cameras. Okay, it was an hour-long show, and I had one break.
Oh.
So 2 30-minute blocks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you had one like 2-minute break kind of thing.
And
Yeah.
what prep did you have? Like, did you know what you were going to say
Nothing.
going
No,
into
I
it,
had,
or
I
you're
had
just
somebody
riffing?
talking in my ear.
Yeah.
And I had some papers to go with the people to call, and then I would just take calls.
Right.
So I was just taking
Oh
a bunch
my
of live
God.
calls on the air, and like the only break I would have, I would move one from camera 1 to camera 2.
No. Do you have any footage of this?
I don't think so.
Oh, I would love
wish
to
we
watch
did.
this.
Yes.
But
Yeah.
but see the beauty of it was I couldn't tell you one thing that was for sale or not.
No.
But I know my best friend over
Yeah.
there, and I knew how uncomfortable he was
Yeah.
the entire
The
time.
entire time. Yeah.
Incredible.
Listening and doing this.
He used to,
I
Mama
can't
used to
even-
call in and try to break me and make me laugh.
No.
And it wouldn't work
Oh, yeah.
because he
I-
would not get me, and I'd have him crack up, and he would have to hang up.
I would put on a voice going, I'm selling a casserole dish.
Guys, you want to know the best thing ever?
Yeah.
What?
There's a Swap Shop series on Netflix. It just came out in November, and it's all about the radio show.
No way.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, this wasn't this
This
was
was TV.
Okay, but the same thing, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But we did swap shop when I worked in Fort Francis.
Okay,
Every
that's what I'm
lunch
saying.
hour.
Oh, yeah.
Like it's everywhere.
It's
Yeah,
a
yeah.
it's a big thing.
But to watch Rush like just frozen in like get me the hell out of here for 1 hour straight was the best.
No, you're
feeling
like,
ever.
okay, 21 minutes left.
Oh, God. How long did you do this for?
Not very long.
No.
But long enough
Long
that it
enough.
was great.
Yeah.
Like
Oh
this
my
was
God.
appointment tuning for me.
I was just going to
Absolutely.
say, but you hate watched it.
Oh,
yeah,
absolutely.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and it was an hour. Like that should have been a half-hour show.
Yeah.
It was an
It was
hour.
an hour long.
And what was like the craziest thing somebody called in and tried to
Oh,
sell? Do you
I don't
remember?
even. I mean, nothing was really crazy like that. The thing is, I would try to have fun with people, and a lot of times they didn't realize I was trying to have fun with
Right.
Oh,
them,
no.
which sort of made it more
So,
fun as well.
I don't really get it. So they call in, they
Yeah.
have a product that they want to sell, and then
Here-
they like say their number on air.
What it is it's Facebook Marketplace
Yes.
on TV.
That's what it
That's
was.
exactly
Yeah.
what it is.
Oh.
So
Okay.
they'd call in, they'd say that it's Martin calling from the West End, and he's got a table and chairs to sell. I'd say, okay, well, how many chairs do you have? 6 chairs. All right, they're in good shape. Yeah, great condition. And then he would talk about the size of it.
You would also do stuff like, so Martin, did you have a lot of family meals
Yeah.
around that table?
Exactly, yeah.
Why?
Because because you've got to fill an hour.
This is a terrible thing for a
And
broadcaster.
The other thing is, what do you do when no one calls?
Yeah.
So you better keep someone on the phone because you've got nothing to go to. Because if not, all I'm going to do is recap.
So what would you do?
Recap.
And were there pictures?
No,
Oh,
no, it was just
It was
me.
just Rush.
Oh, so bad.
Oh yeah, it was
Oh,
just
that's
me.
terrible.
Yeah.
It was the
Oh,
best.
God.
Are there like
God.
things on the screen, like
Nothing.
numbers, or
No,
it's just oh
no,
my
No,
god?
just him.
No, I mean sometimes they would put the number on the screen, but I would never be off.
Oh,
No.
God.
Yeah.
He
help
was
you.
on it for
Wow.
1 hour.
That's painful.
Except the 2-minute break.
What
And-
time of the day was this?
I was at like 7 at night.
Yeah,
8
it
at
was
night.
like prime time.
Yeah.
way.
You can see why I called in to try and
Absolutely.
But again, at the same time, I mean, it was better that you called than no one called.
But I'm surprised I didn't get, because I worked for the network at that
Yeah.
time,
Oh.
and I had a daytime show on there.
Right.
Then they never gave me heck for calling in, trying to destroy one of their other
yeah.
shows.
Well, remember, like I had a director and a producer, and that was it. I mean,
God.
this was a very small crew.
Low budget.
So would I listen to your great podcast?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I forgot that's what we were talking about.
You'd have
Having
so
a
many
great time.
grape-related questions.
The Hot Tub Podcast with Mahler, Rush, Jenny, and Brady.
I'm not sure who needs to hear this, but Disney theme park workers would really, really like it if you would stop pooping in line.
Oh,
I'm sorry?
This is a thing. It's for real.
Oh, gross.
Yeah, there was this big article done on this long-standing rumor that some Disney guests are so desperate to keep their spot in line, they'll resort to relieving
No.
themselves right there on the
Sure,
ground.
sure.
According to the write-up, it really is true, and it happens at Disneyland and Disney World more often than you'd think. Someone on Reddit recently said they saw a parent let their kid, quote, drop a deuce.
Thanks, Jenny.
Why?
I had to quote
Oh,
it.
yeah, it's a quote. She asked to do that. Yeah.
Well, standing in line for the ride Star Wars. And an employee backed them up in the comments and said there were actually 3 poop-related incidents that day.
No way.
Just in that one line alone.
I mean,
What?
it helps that they're all kids.
No,
I hope.
here's the thing. Kids aren't the
Oh.
only ones doing it. And it
Rush.
doesn't just happen outside. Another worker at Disney World said there's a specific hallway employees call the poop
No way.
the poop hall because it happens so much. It's in the line for the ride Avatar, Flight of Passage. 2 former Disneyland janitors also talked about this in a 2015 book called Cleaning the Kingdom. There's a whole chapter called Disgusting Things. They said it's so common, there's a secret code for it now. Code H. It used to mean a horse relieved itself on Main Street.
Right.
Now the H also stands for human.
Oh God.
So that should. So what should you do if you're halfway through a 4-hour line and need to use the bathroom? Just flag down an employee and tell them they'd much rather let you back in line than have to clean up.
kidding.
Well, yeah, of course.
And first of all, going back to the beginning of the story, Rush never said been there.
Yeah.
Nope.
Rush's big line.
I just don't understand.
That
Like,
would have been due for me.
there's people around you. Like, there's people right behind you in
Yeah.
line. How are you doing this stealthily?
Well, I also don't understand. How often are people alone at Disney World? Like, you think you'd have somebody that could hold the line while you left to go to the
Well,
washroom?
that's it.
Yeah, that's true too.
You know, I don't get
Well,
it.
I don't
think
think they're
most
alone.
humans would, if you said to the person in front or behind you, hey, do you mind holding my
You
spot
would
for
think.
a
Yes.
sec?
Especially, I
You
mean,
would.
like if they go and they leave and they come back, 2.5 hours later, sure, that's a different
Yes.
thing.
Right.
But they're gone for 5 minutes and then
Also,
they come back.
This is people with friends or whatever, or a family. You're not doing that alone. Imagine you're alone. The gonads it would take to just
Let's
do
all
that
take
alone?
let's take a vote here on the morning hot tub.
Who'd be most likely?
Who's most likely to do that or like wear a diaper out for an event or
Brady.
something?
Brady.
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Jenny, literally, there's an
There's not a
expression
thing. It's not a
but
thing.
called
It's not
pulling a
real.
Jenny.
Pulling a
You
Jenny
guys
is-
made it up.
Pulling
and
a
you put it
Jenny
on the
is
internet.
defecating on the floor.
It's never
Defecating on the
done
floor.
that in my life.
UrbanDictionary.com. If you type in
You
pulling
put
a
it there.
Jenny, I didn't put
put
it
it
there.
there.
I didn't put it there.
It's again, I don't
I hate
don't
that, Jenny.
necessarily
Me too.
think it has
I'm so
anything to
over
do
it.
with you.
Yeah.
I doubt it does.
No,
because that would
in
be
fact,
weird.
I think it actually specifies. It says pulling a Jenny, and then it's to defecate on the floor. Origin unknown, but definitely not about the Jenny you're thinking of. That's what it says.
So it's not you, so you have nothing to worry
Right
about.
under Urban Dictionary.
It's just an unfortunate name.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Would you guys wager a bet right now that Brady's wearing a diaper?
It's a long show, okay? It's a long show. We have a lot to get to.
We
It's
do.
a lot of coffee. You know?
Does, yeah.
By the way, the definition has 42 thumbs up on it
Oh my god.
on Urban Dictionary.
And it's probably spelt with an I, isn't it?
Yeah.
And you guys knew what
Again,
you were
it's an
doing.
unfortunate coincidence.
Yeah, it's crazy. What are the odds?
The Hot Tub Podcast with Mahler, Rush, Jenny, and Brady.
I saw this guy's mugshot, and it looks like he took a decent beating, but he definitely didn't get the worst of it. 35-year-old Kyle Clark was driving in Chicago Sunday night and sideswiped another car, but he didn't pull over at first. The other driver happened to be an off-duty cop who had a buddy in the car with him, okay? So they pulled up next to Kyle and started yelling at him to stop, which he finally did. But then as soon as they stepped out of their cars, Kyle started throwing punches. He hit the off-duty cop twice in the face. So the cop's buddy jumped in to help. And he's the one who got the worst of it because Kyle latched onto his nipple and he bit it off.
Oh, don't do that.
Oh, God.
Oh.
Once the fight was over, the friend who lost the nipple got stitches at a nearby hospital to close the wound. Now, I don't know if they were able to save the nipple. No.
Brady, if you could isolate
Yeah,
that, please.
I'll hang on
Thank
to that.
you.
That's a fun line.
Like to make as a necklace? Or why would they?
Like, I don't know if they were able to sew it back on.
Oh,
Or
I
just like
see.
sew
Gotcha.
that.
Yeah.
Now, Kyle's facing charges for leaving the scene of an accident, aggravated vandalism, and a whole bunch of other stuff. So, like,
Right.
a ton of charges, obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that would
Ew.
hurt
How
so
would
much.
you know to aim for that? Like,
Well, you know where it is.
I know where it is. Like, you know where it is, kind of.
It's
but
just
like,
a
you're
weird
wearing a
choice.
sweatshirt. If I went over to bite your nipple off, what are the odds I'm getting the whole thing?
I think pretty good.
Yeah, I feel like
Right
I could
where it
identify
needs to?
where
I think I
Mahler's
could do that.
nipple is.
I
yeah.
just don't know that that's my go-to.
I
Oh,
don't
I
know
know
how
what I'm
big
gonna
your.
do.
I think the problem is I don't know how big your nipple is. How big, you know?
Ready?
Is that the problem?
I think it is.
Yeah.
There are
Well,
different sizes of nipples
Well,
all the
they're
time.
all kind of the same
No,
size.
I've seen.
I have little nipples.
Oh my
You
God.
have little nipples.
Yeah, I do have little nipples.
Yes, he showed it to us before.
I just have little
Okay.
nipples.
Yeah, see?
They look like average sized nipples
You
to
find?
me.
I have pretty. And my nipples are.
Oh my
Your
God.
Little nipples too?
Yeah, no, you have little nipples.
Little nipples.
Oh.
You do.
They look the same.
Like-
I look like I've been breastfeeding for a year.
Nipple stuff hurts though. One time in high school, I got picked up by my nipples.
Oh.
Both nipples.
Why?
It was just because guys are dumb.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
that's terrible.
Yeah.
That's so mean. Ow.
Yeah, it hurt.
Just
Yeah,
your
I would
skin
imagine.
alone.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it hurt. It was like up
Poor
against the
thing.
wall, so it wasn't just
That
like.
doesn't, it's not any better.
I mean,
little
luckily, in high school, you probably weighed, what, 17
Exactly.
pounds?
Nothing. That was nothing. But ow.
I love
Yeah.
Jenny's line though. I've seen all nipples. I've seen big nipples. I've seen small nipples.
It is a song, you know.
It's a beautiful song.
What was your country song? If you remember from many years ago.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, what a hit.
Oh, yeah.
Wait,
Wait a
was back
minute.
in the early 90s. Remember when Achy Breaky Heart was just crossing over?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Jenny had the nipple song.
The nipple,
Nipple
yeah.
song.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't believe we're revisiting this.
Actually, I have your album here of instrumentals for you to sing along to if you
Oh,
want.
I don't even. Let
Jenny,
me see
you
if I
wouldn't mind?
remember.
I still love the fact that you released an album of instrumentals. So you knew your fans wanted to sing along.
Well, Brady has it. You
Yeah,
know.
of course
He
I
loves
do.
it. Yeah.
yeah. Well,
It's like
dust off that
karaoke.
vinyl.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Are you ready for it?
Oh,
You remember?
Let's
and
go.
you called it the nipple song.
Yeah. I
So
did.
You just didn't have to.
and it was
no,
all
it's
about
just a
nipples
nipple
of-
song. I didn't want anybody to wonder.
Yeah,
No,
you-
yeah.
and all about how many nipples you've seen.
Yeah, and like the sizes and stuff. So okay,
Okay.
I mean, if you're ready to perform, I'm ready to play the instrumental.
Oh, sure.
Okay, good.
Okay, let's just put the tape in here, the cassette, and
Because that,
here we
I don't know
go.
why I told you to blow up the
I was
vinyl.
7. What?
Okay.
Nipples, nipples. Big ones, small ones, little ones. Oh God, I can't.
And remember, you could see dozens of people line dancing to this one
Oh,
in
yeah.
the video.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it was such a good routine.
Yeah.
Yeah, it only got played in Bangkok because they would allow
Right.
the video to be shown.
Yeah. Anyway, Jenny, back to the song.
Oh yeah, where are we? Oh, everybody.
You got in so much trouble from the nipple community.
did.
Yeah,
because
yeah,
you know
yeah.
that not everybody has nipples. And
No,
remember they said,
they were like, you don't know,
Yeah,
and I was
yeah.
like, oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Oh goodness. Well, I think that Are we done?
I don't know. Is the song finished?
you're the one who recorded the 8-minute version of this.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
And here comes the chorus.
Nipples, 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 nipples.
I heard it took you 3 years to write this song. Is that true?
It's just you say nipples.
It's all about timing.
Okay.
That's really.
If people could only see, every time Jenny said nipples, she pointed. When she was singing there, she pointed.
I didn't even notice. I was just getting into it.
It was like finger guns
Oh,
you were
God.
given every time you said the word nipple.
Oh, well, thanks for bringing us back to that
guys,
time.
Thank you.
That was good.
It's
Yeah.
always fun.
Yeah, it is.
The Hot Tub Podcast with Mahler, Rush, Jenny, and Brady.
Oh, a new study at Michigan State found that having pets might not make us any happier.
Oh?
I knew it.
No, not for the reasons you think, Mahler. Early in the pandemic, May of 2020, researchers talked to over 750 people 3 separate times to gauge how they were coping, right? In general, pet owners said their pets were definitely helping by offering companionship and affection. But they also mentioned the downsides, things like cost, worrying about their pet's health, and how they could be a nuisance while working from home.
Yeah.
In the end, the study found it was a wash. People who didn't have pets were just as happy overall. Quote, people say that pets make them happy, but when we actually measure happiness, that doesn't appear to be the case. Their theory is people without pets fill their lives with other interests, and that stuff might make them just as happy as a pet would.
Right.
Sure.
Right?
Yeah.
And I think the worry of like pet sickness, and if you are leaving them home all day, if you're not working from home, there's that worry as well. So maybe you just worry a lot when you have a pet. So
So
it
it's
takes
saying
away.
get rid of your pets.
I don't
That's
think
what
that's
it-
what they're
Not
saying.
what
No,
it's saying
that's
at
not
all.
what
It's
it's saying.
just
I
that
did
That's
not.
what
what
we're
I- I don't
realizing
think
is
that's
that
what it said.
maybe doesn't
That's what
bring
I
us as
heard,
much
but
happiness
No, but
as
I mean,
we thought originally.
it brings you some, and
yeah.
I mean, sure.
I mean, it brings you happiness. It's just saying that you're
Yes.
not necessarily more happy than somebody that doesn't have a pet. That's
My
all.
wife and I always play the game. Like, I play the part of I
Yes.
hate pets. Hey, if you have a pet, all the power to you.
Yeah.
But we always play the game like, what would you have done if you met me and I had a pet?
Dog. What
Like
would
deal
you have
break-
done though?
Oh,
Like she had
I
a
don't
big
You would
know,
have dealt with
man.
it.
shedding.
No, I don't know.
Barking
Like, If it was
dog.
an older dog,
Yeah.
like my ex-wife had an older dog, so the clock was ticking,
Sure.
which was great. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it was okay.
Yeah.
I knew I only had a window of like 2 or 3 years.
But I mean,
Right.
if she wanted to get another dog, then there you go. I mean, that's not a deal
No,
breaker.
it is a deal breaker.
Because I think that would be a red flag
is.
for some people too. If they're dog lovers and you're not, then she would probably think, I don't know that I
Yeah,
want
but
this thing.
it's by
and
the
that's
way,
fine
it's,
too.
on the other side, yeah, deal breaker for people not
Yeah.
to date me because I don't
Because
like
you
Exactly.
don't like
Yeah,
pets
it's
for
fine.
sure, and that's fair.
Yeah.
I get
No, I
that.
think you have to be a specific person to. I don't know if a lot of people. I think either you like pets or you don't.
Yep.
I don't know if you really come to love a lot of pets.
I don't know many people who hate them. Put it that way. I know a lot of people who are like, I don't really want a dog. I don't want the responsibility. Not, I hate animals.
No, I
you
don't-
know, that's
I
the
don't
difference.
hate
I know
animals.
you don't. I
I
know
hate
that's what I
pets.
mean. Exactly. You don't want the responsibility of having a pet. I get
You
that.
only hate the idea of that they're loved and part of the family. So I get that.
I love that that you want to take care of them. I don't want to take care of them.
Right.
It's just-
Okay.
It's so much
It's a,
work.
listen, we just had this conversation. Derek and Rory are already on me that, God forbid, because I can't go there. That when we lose Lloyd, he's
How
12.
old is Lloyd?
He's
12?
12.
Okay.
And so
And he smokes like a chimney.
He does.
really
yeah.
does. We've got him down to half a pack a day though. So
Just a lot of reckless behavior, honestly.
Woof, woof, woof,
I don't want to go for a walk.
woof.
gambling. It's reckless behavior.
It is.
Yeah.
No, but like to think about in the next, call it 5 years,
Sure.
we're likely going to have to. And then Derek and Rory were already saying like, oh, we need to get another dog, like a small dog like Lloyd. And I'm like, first of all, I can't go there. And I said, I'm going to need time to grieve Lloyd. I
Sure.
don't want to replace him. I'm going to want to grieve him. And I said also, I want to travel, and I don't want the responsibility that if Rory's going to be finishing high school and, probably have his own car and then go off to university, whatever, I don't want the responsibility of having the dog at home when we can just take off for a weekend, go for a week here and there.
And then, it is a good opportunity to see what life is like without having
a dog.
doggy.
Exactly.
Yes.
And see, I'm guessing it won't take long.
Oh, you're saying you will get one?
I think I'm going to feel lonely
Jenny.
in the house. It is nice to go home, especially working the jobs that we do when
If
we're
you
home
get
alone
lonely,
all day.
I'll throw on a dog costume and come hang out with you for like an hour and then
I mean,
go
that's
home.
just as good.
I will take 10 dogs over that being my reality.
Well, hang on. You haven't experienced giving Mahler belly rubs yet.
Are you kidding?
Are you just going to sit there?
And I'll go and use the proper bathroom.
Yeah.
So you don't have to pick up anything in the backyard.
He'll fetch your slippers for you.
I think it's even worse if you transition from dog to human. Like if you're just
you
laying
won't
on
see
the
that
couch
though. Like,
beside me.
if I said, "Oh, I gotta go to the bathroom," I would leave the room on
hang-
my hands and knees.
Hang on a second.
Yeah,
No,
and
I
then-
just will you speak in a human English
good
voice?
question. Good question.
When you say I have to use the bathroom?
Depends what my owner wants.
Well, that's Jenny here, so
speak, Muller, speak.
okay.
I'll dangle a
Well,
treat.
See, wouldn't that be nice though? I'm there for a few hours. I'm by the fire. I walk around the house with you, and then I leave, and you have no responsibility in your life.
I have a question.
Yes.
When you do leave, when you get in the car to drive away, do you leave your dog costume on?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
And he puts his head out the window and tries to eat the air.
Okay.
Exactly. Yeah. And I'm not leaving without a treat.
Well, no, yeah,
I'll
nor
make
should
sure
you.
you have treats.
Yeah.
What's your
So
favorite?
it's not
Filet.
something with bacon.
He's a
Sounds
good
like
boy.
something drawn
He's a
out the
very good
contract
boy.
here, like
Sit,
all
Muller.
pens of paper.
Sit.
I sit there with my legs crossed. Yeah. How you doing? Everything good?
After you go pee, I give you a treat. Good boy.
All I'm saying is,
Okay.
you and Derek are then free to go out to dinner. You don't have to worry about me.
It's true.
You know what I mean?
And then just Muller in a dog costume. Oh no, you'd leave at that point.
Yeah, he's like, I mean, I wouldn't leave him alone in your house. You could destroy it and pee all over the place.
gotta
You
tell
never
my
know
wife.
what Mahler will do.
I'm going to tell my wife, Derek and Jenny are going out for a bit. I'm still going to be here for a while. I'm not allowed leaving.
But they left me bacon treats, so.
So it's fine.
I'll see you in a few hours. Don't worry about leaving the door unlocked. I'll use the doggy door when I get home.
So this is taking over your
greatest
whole life
visual
now.
of my
Okay, I
life,
understand.
Just to save Jenny time if she has to
You
go
know
on
what?
vacation.
You got me there. You convinced me. I'm in.
The Hot Tub Podcast with Mahler, Rush, Jenny, and Brady.
You've heard of wine tours and different tours that you can do.
Yeah,
Well, Kentucky has the Bourbon Trail,
Okay.
and now South Carolina has a mayonnaise trail.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Okay. No.
If you're a mayo fanatic, I guess it's a brand known as Duke's in the U.S.
Okay.
And it's from Greenville, South Carolina, and they made it. It's been around for over 100 years, and it has a big loyal following. Now Greenville has an unofficial mayo guide, which includes 20 stops showcasing mayo in different ways.
So much mayo.
Yeah, there are 6 snack spots, 14 meal must-haves, and 4 historical stops celebrating Dukes.
Okay.
The trail is a self-guided tour, so you can hit up the featured places whenever you want.
Sure.
And I mean, because really, 20 mayo dishes in a day, that's a lot.
That's a lot.
So much mayo.
So are they just like sampling it with a spoon?
No, there's just different dishes
Like,
with
so you
mayo.
get a club sandwich with
Exactly.
mayo.
Okay.
Or
Okay.
you might go to another place and get roast beef or,
Okay.
whatever.
But aren't you
Yeah.
full after your first stop?
Yes, that's why
Well,
it's
it's little
self-guided.
A lot of people would say about wine tours too. Like, don't you get full after the 10th glass of wine?
Right. Not
Brady?
the first. And no.
Well, no. Then I'm ready to move on to my second winery.
Right.
Oh my God.
It's so much wine. So much mayo.
This is
Yeah.
like those, like the charcuterie boards, but with butter. Like, how much
Oh,
butter
yeah.
can you possibly
That's
have?
right.
How much mayo can you have? This
Yeah.
just feels.
You have to
wrong.
do it over the course of a month, kind
Or
of.
if it's like a little sample at each.
If they're like
hors
finger
d'oeuvre.
sandwiches or
Yeah.
like sure that's
like little mini sliders or
Yeah,
like
if you're
stuff
doing
like
that,
that.
I just-
But even 20 sliders, like who's doing
that's a lot.
that is so
It's
much.
a lot of mayonnaise.
Yeah, I do love mayo though.
Yeah, sure.
You love Miracle Whip, right?
In certain things. Miracle Whip for tuna, for example. I always use Miracle Whip for a tuna sandwich.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I use my Hellman's for a tuna
Do
sandwich.
you?
Yeah.
No, I
so
find
you
it-
have Miracle Whip
and
and
tuna.
Hellmann's?
Yes. Yeah.
Oh,
We have
Yeah.
both in our house too.
Do
Yeah.
you?
My
Do you
wife is a
really?
Miracle Whip person. I'm a
Oh
Hellman's
my
person.
God.
So,
Miracle
yeah.
Whip on a peanut butter
There's-
and banana
there's-
sandwich, for
There's
example.
two things that we haven't been able to agree on. We just have separate things. And it's like the Miracle Whip and mayonnaise. Also, can openers. She likes the can opener that takes the top off.
Yeah.
I like the one that's sort of on the side.
Yeah.
So she has. She,
You can make, but you can use your. You can do
Crazy.
both ways
no, you
with
can,
one can opener.
No, there's the thing is there's the top one, so basically makes the
It's-
can
right.
really sharp.
Yeah.
I prefer having the can be dull and the lid be sharp.
Yes,
I see what you're saying.
I'm with you.
Right.
I've
Yeah.
never thought about that in
Yeah.
my
Oh yeah,
life.
so we have two
I
can
didn't
openers.
even realize there was
Oh my
two types
God.
of can
Yeah.
openers.
Do you
There
have a
wa-
left-handed can opener?
No, I just learned to do it with
Oh,
my.
okay.
Yeah, no.
You really should get divorced.
Yeah,
Yeah.
really.
I mean, honestly, it works for us.
mean,
and
it
I mean, it
seems
may not work for a
inevitable.
lot of
For
couples, but it works for us. And we have separate can openers, and that's
Oh,
okay.
man.
Does it bother you guys that you're Miracle Whip people
Mm-hmm.
that they consider Miracle Whip to be mayonnaise?
Yeah.
It's a dressing, is what it is.
I know, but
it's
people-
not mayo.
It has a zip that
No,
mayo doesn't
I
have.
understand
Zip of
this
Miracle
taste,
Whip, Yeah.
yes.
but people would say a lot of
Yeah.
people would go to the grocery store and get mayonnaise, and they would just grab Miracle
Oh,
Whip.
okay, no, you
as
have to
though
be.
it's
You really
mayonnaise.
do have to specify which
Yeah.
one because
Yes.
their main like mayo goes on certain things. And yes, I am going to circle back. We're getting some texts about my peanut butter banana and Miracle Whip sandwiches. Don't knock it till you try it. I've been having it since I was a kid. The way my
It's not
grandma
good.
made it
We
for
all,
my mom.
we all tried
tried
it.
it.
It's
They were all-
unbelievable.
was
It is
gross.
so
It's-
good. It gives it a little zing.
was gross.
No.
And
it
it
tastes
moistens.
like mayo has gone bad. That's
Yeah,
what Miracle Whip
that's-
tastes
yeah.
like.
No.
Yeah.
No, the sandwiches.
it has
do.
a zing.
That something has a tang is not
No.
a good
you're
quality.
right.
You know?
Oh, no, you're not a
I
good
don't want
quality.
my food to got me. I don't want my food to have a tang.
Oh, you're missing out.
And you keep zigzagging between zip and zing.
And zing.
What are you doing?
It does. It has a zip and
You
a
out
zing.
running a bear? What are you doing there?
It has a tang, you know?
A
Tang and a zip
tang
and
and
a
a
zing.
zing.
Exactly.
Are they all the same? They're all
Miracle Whip.
synonyms?
Yeah, they're all the same.
Are they?
Yeah.
I didn't realize they were.
Give it a
I
whirl.
don't think a lot of foods are described as having zip.
Zip? Oh,
Yeah.
I think
What
so.
else is zip?
What else has zip? I'm trying to think. Hang on, I need a
Nothing.
second.
Nothing else has zip.
Like usually something that has zip, it's like an after thing, right? Like you take a bite and you're
What
like, oh,
about a
there's a
sriracha
zip.
sauce? Does that have a zip?
No, that's more of a zing.
I understand.
Do you understand?
Boy, I'm a fool.
Idiot.
The Hot Tub Podcast with Mahler, Rush, Jenny, and Brady.
Let's get to know the morning hot tub just a little bit better. Now it's time for POV of the TUB on the morning hot tub with Mahler, Rush, Jenny, and Brady.
All right, it's our point of view on something that really doesn't matter in anyone's life.
No,
But
changes nothing.
we're here to entertain, so hopefully this next 2 or 3 minutes is fun.
Yeah, we'll do what we can.
I just saw the trailer for the new Kevin Hart movie for Netflix.
Yes.
Yeah.
It is called Lift. It's basically like a heist movie on a plane, but
Okay.
I mean, it looks okay. But Kevin Hart is just Kevin Hart.
It's
Yes.
very one-dimensional.
Yeah, and in every movie he's in, he's entertaining, but
Yes,
he just...
yeah.
He's the
I
same
mean,
guy.
I feel like if he was in the studio with us right now, he'd be the same guy
Sure,
you
yes.
see in Jumanji.
Right.
I
Yeah.
loved him in Jumanji.
I know, but
Yeah.
it's
Same
Kevin
guy.
Hart.
It's
Yes.
Kevin Hart.
I
Yeah,
know.
he's not
Yeah,
really
you're
an
right.
actor. He's just
Yeah.
he's
him.
Kevin Hart.
Yeah.
And I think overwhelmingly, most actors and actresses are just kind of one-dimensional, right?
A lot of them are.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Leo DiCaprio, Daniel Day-Lewis.
They can do different things.
yeah.
Sure.
Yes. Yeah.
But a lot of them are not.
Especially like the mega celebrities where we love them for them and we kind of want to see them. Like there's something comforting in seeing the same character almost in each movie.
Right.
I already gave an answer for who I was going to
Yeah?
get. I could name like 3 more. and
Yeah,
I
I
won't.
know.
me too. I have a
I
list
know.
of 3.
Yeah.
Pick
Okay,
one.
well, we'll go around the room and see who we think we like. Their acting's okay. Will they ever go outside that box? Probably not.
Sure.
I'll start.
Okay.
I like him so much, and most of the movies he's in, I enjoy.
Yeah.
Owen Wilson.
Yeah.
Oh,
Could
yeah.
not change the way he
Yeah.
is
Right.
in
Funny. Yeah.
anything he
Yes.
does.
He
You're
was
right.
on my list.
Yeah.
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 Yeah,
Yeah.
totally. Wedding Crashers.
Wedding
Crashers,
Crashers.
yeah.
There you go. I like him in everything. Even this movie, I always recommend called No Escape.
Okay.
It's an action kind of movie. It's very intense. It's an hour and a half. You'll
Yeah.
love it, but he's just Owen Wilson on
Yeah.
the run.
Right.
Yes.
It's
Right.
it's the same
That's it.
thing.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I
once
get
again,
that.
no slag against Owen Wilson other than He's just Owen Wilson.
What is
and
what
everything.
he always says? Wow, right? Hey, he's not in a lot lately.
No, he's been quiet. as of late. Maybe he's just not getting work anymore because people go, "You're just Owen Wilson."
Well, that's exactly it. There's just so many things he could do.
Rush, over to you for your POV here on the TUB.
Maybe we'll go around twice.
Oh,
Okay, well, again, maybe it's not a popular thing on this show to say, but at the same time,
Oh boy,
he's
here it comes.
oh no.
She's not gonna like it.
Yeah, you know what's
She's not
happening.
gonna like it.
Oh, I know what you're about to do.
He's the same guy, and
Yes.
I think he's the same guy in his real life as
Yeah.
he is in movies.
You know what? It's okay.
He's sarcastic. He's funny.
ahead.
Yeah.
Sometimes he puts a mask on, is sarcastic and
Yes.
funny. Ryan Reynolds
Yes,
is literally
of course.
always
Yeah.
the same guy.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, there's
He
very
is.
few movies where he's not that dude.
Yeah.
He was different in Van Wilder. I'm just kidding.
He was not different in Van Wilder.
he was not.
He was not wearing a mask in Van Wilder.
No. Great movie.
I
though.
love him though, and it seems to work for him.
It
for
does work
whatever
for him, and
reason
good
it
for him.
works. Yeah.
I mean, an underrated serious movie he was in was Buried.
Yeah, different. He was
I
different
saw
in
that.
that.
It was
Great.
good.
Sure.
It was really
It was
good.
very good. Yes.
I mean, there are exceptions, and I'm sure
Yeah.
there's an Owen Wilson
Sure.
exception
Yeah.
too.
Sure.
But
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
Night at the Museum.
there
Right.
you go.
Right.
That's not it.
Sometimes it's not that they can't act; it's that like they want them to play this character.
Right.
They
Yeah.
write
Yeah.
the character almost for them,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
But if you're Owen Wilson and Ryan Reynolds, why don't you want to try something different? Like,
Well, I
why?
think-
Because maybe they have done different things, but they don't take off because
Yeah.
no one wants to see them in that
All
in
right.
something else.
That might
Also,
be it.
people are very upset. Owen Wilson's in Loki, and we haven't talked about that. It's a Disney thing.
Okay,
Disney
yes,
Yes,
Plus.
still.
he's in Loki, but he's Owen Wilson.
He's Owen Wilson. But we're saying, I think Brady said he hasn't done anything.
Oh, yeah,
Yes,
okay.
he's,
Yeah.
he's done
Oh,
that.
okay,
So,
okay.
Okay, but movies.
yes.
Yeah.
Jenny, over to you for the POV today, please.
Mine was super easy. It came to me right away.
Yep.
Vince Vaughn. The other half
Oh my
of
God,
Wedding
yes.
Crashers.
Yeah.
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 Vince Vaughn is there we go.
Yeah.
So we're picking comedy actors mainly.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Because
Right?
there's not many that can do like you can't imagine Vince Vaughn in a super serious role anymore.
Yeah, I mean, he was in a couple back in
Yeah,
the day. He was
way
in
back when.
Yeah.
One with John Travolta, I think it was called Domestic Disturbance.
Yeah.
He was also in Into the Wild, where he played a
Oh,
completely
yeah.
different thing. It was yeah.
But were you distracted?
about
Like,
that.
was it Vince Vaughn in the movie?
No,
though?
it felt
No?
like a different thing. And he's also done some like war movies too.
Sure.
Yeah.
Like, wasn't he in Band of Brothers?
Maybe.
But he's still even like his humor, the way he talks, it's just that's him.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Nothing
Yeah.
changes, right?
All right.
All right, Brady
I know what you
Jones.
mean.
Wrap her up. What do you got?
I have so many. Like so
Yeah.
many came to mind. Can I do 3?
No.
Okay.
'Cause
I
I-
have to do one.
I'd like to do 2 more as well.
Yeah, like
Okay.
we all have a bunch. We can't be here all day.
Okay,
Just-
well, I'm not gonna
Number one.
do what Jenny does and just have the same thing all the time because I always say Seth Rogen, which would have been a good one.
Yeah, it would have been. Yeah. He is always the same guy.
What
Yeah.
Brady's doing right now is sneaking in his
Yeah.
other
Yes,
choices.
And then
exactly.
I'm also
Stop it.
not going to say George Clooney, even though
No.
George Clooney is totally the same thing every time.
Stop.
But no, someone who I haven't seen her in a lot of things lately. Zoe Deschanel is
Yeah.
the same in every single
Yep,
movie.
she is.
She's like
Oh,
that.
yeah.
And
the
I think
quirky-
that's the same as she
Yeah.
is in
I
real
think
life
so
too.
too.
Yeah.
She's the quirky girl next door.
Yes.
and she's made a career off of it. And hey,
Oh,
that's
didn't
that's
she
that's
just
great.
do a musical or something?
But I bet she was the quirky girl next
Yes.
door in the musical.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but in Elf she was really low key. She wasn't really quirky in Elf. Like
No.
she wasn't really funny.
She had to play against Buddy, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I think she was a little more mainstream.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's true,
Yeah.
So
actually.
that
She's a
wasn't
little
that
different in that
wasn't
one.
a great one like Hugh Grant would have been.
Oh yeah,
Russ,
but you don't
saying-
have time to say that.
And the one
Yeah.
that would have shaken things up a lot here, but I'm sorry, no matter what role he's playing, Tom Cruise is always the same guy.
Okay, would you stop?
He is.
I don't know if that's true.
Tom Cruise in Cocktail.
Yeah.
If they said, "Hey, you need to be a secret agent now," same personality, he'd be the same
You
guy,
can't say
just
that.
doing different things.
After Tropic Thunder, he was not Tom Cruise.
Oh, that's fair.
Oh, yeah.
but
Great
that's
in
like
that.
there's an exception, and he was a little guy, a little cameo at the end of the film.
No, he was in the whole film.
Hardly in it.
Was he hardly in it?
Yeah.
I never saw that.
Yeah, he's
movie.
hardly in it.
You haven't seen Tropic Thunder.
No.
Jenny, how do
Yeah.
you watch Cocktail 9 million times?
I don't get it.
And then you
Classic
just completely like
Google binders.
Oh,
Look,
God.
we don't have time for everybody's list. That
Yes.
would include The Rock. Okay, stop it, guys.
Yeah, we
Stop
can't
it,
do
all right?
that.
Wrap
Yes.
it up, okay? It's the POV of the TUB.
Or Jack Black.
Jenny, we don't have
Sorry,
time.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Okay.
We don't have time.
The Hot Tub Podcast with Mahler, Rush, Jenny, and Brady.
How many times do you think you have said thank you this year? If you had to guess, if you
God.
guessed under 2,000 times, then you better pick up the pace.
Oh boy.
Okay.
New research shows that the average person says thank you more than 2,200 times each year. That's 6 times a day at least.
Thank you.
Right? Thank you. 57% of people say they
2201.
believe they're better at expressing their gratitude this year compared to last year.
Okay.
75% of people say they say thank you more during the holiday season. 55% of people say they're grateful for their friends, while about half say they're grateful for their neighbors and their boss. Other people we're grateful for include personal care professionals, doctors, and service workers.
Right.
So we say, about 6 times a day we say thank you. I would say
Do-
I
do,
say it more than that.
Do sarcastic thank yous count?
No, I don't think
They
they
don't.
do.
No, they have to be genuine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I think I over thank you sometimes.
Do you?
Like I annoy myself.
No, but I understand that because
You know?
I do the same thing when, like, if I'm at a dinner, if there's with like 3 other people,
Yeah.
If the server goes over and brings something for somebody else,
Yes,
I
I
thank
say
them.
thank you too.
I
Yes.
thank people for everything they do for everybody else.
Yes.
So
as
hang
well
on,
as
if
for
I'm
me.
out
Yeah.
to dinner with you and the server brings me something, you're saying you're
Yeah.
taking
Yes.
away my thank you?
No, you wouldn't. I'd say it too. And they'd
Yeah.
say thanks.
But if
I'll
you
say
get
thank
in ahead of me, you've taken my glory.
I'll probably wait.
Yeah, but then sometimes too, I don't know if you're hyper aware. Like I'm always hyper aware if there's a conversation going on. Like say we're out to dinner, you guys are in a conversation, and the server comes to drop
Yes.
off drinks,
Right.
or like even salt and pepper and cutlery. I
Right.
will always pause and be like, "Thank you," and then let you guys continue on. But I'll never let a thank you go.
Oh my God.
Also, if they come to if they take my plate, I'll say thanks, and if they take yours, I'll say thanks.
Thank you. Yeah,
Yeah, like,
exactly.
I'll
Yeah.
yeah.
But then you're killing me then. Then I look like a jerk because then I'm about to say
you
thank you.
It's your fault you're
you can say
late.
thank you too.
It's your fault if you're late on the thank you. If I can get
But
in there first,
There's
not my
nothing wrong.
problem.
I'm not stopping you from saying thank
Buttering
you.
some bread. The next thing I know, you've hijacked the table.
It's not like it's not.
Become hyper
you,
aware.
you can't overthink Mahler.
You can't overthink.
No, you can't.
Oh, I think you can.
No, because if I
No.
said thank you and you said thank you, that's fine. That's fine.
Unless the person was a huge you're welcomer, because then that could
man,
get
that's
annoying.
not- you're welcome,
If they're
you're
just like,
welcome.
thank you,
Oh,
you're
God.
welcome, you're welcome,
Yeah.
you're
Yeah,
welcome, you're
that's
welcome.
tough.
Yeah, see, then it becomes too much.
No, but if they could switch it up, you're welcome, no worries, no problem. Hey, I got you. You know, that's okay.
What if I-
I feel like most servers don't do that though.
No.
What if
So-
I
You just sort of
got up
nod.
at the beginning of dinner? Let's say we were all out to dinner, the 3 of us.
Okay.
Maybe Brady, Ryan, you can join us.
Oh,
too.
thank you.
Yeah.
And thank you. See,
Thank
there
you.
go. And I stand up and go, look, on behalf of the whole table, thank you in advance. There won't be any more thank yous coming.
No.
You can't stop me.
No.
Then you just go and say that.
Why
and, then,
can't-
and then if you sat down, I'd say thanks, Mahler.
No, but no more thank yous need. Like we've covered it.
Doesn't
you know,
matter.
like at the end of a meal.
But you can't overthink. This is what I'm saying. Then you thank you. Then if I do a thank you after that,
Get
there's
it out
even
of the
more.
way.
If you want to do your
Go
like
ahead.
pre-thank you, you can.
That's fine.
You can say on behalf of myself, I am only thanking you one time.
Yeah. And you can do it on behalf of me too. That's just an extra thank you for me,
Yeah.
and that's fine.
And
I'm going
then
to keep
gonna
on
thank.
thanking.
Yeah.
So I can't speak on behalf of the table.
You don't give my thank yous away.
But you're hijacking my thank
No.
you.
Why do you have this idea that you can't thank after?
Because if it's my plate,
Yeah.
you shouldn't be thanking for my plate.
Why not?
No, because that's my job.
So what?
That's mine.
I'm getting
right?
anxious waiting for you. I understand that you want that thank you.
Right.
But if you were delayed in your thank you, I am anxious over the fact that you're
Maybe
not
I-
going to
maybe
remember
I'm
to say
choking
thank
on
you.
bread.
Okay.
Imagine I'm doing that. I'm like, thank you.
Here, let's try something out right now. Okay,
Okay.
Mahler,
Okay.
you can be
Yeah.
the server.
Okay.
Give Jenny something.
Okay, okay, there you go.
Oh, thank you.
Thanks. Done.
I don't know what.
You see, no, that was just a quick little
That was a
thanks.
quick thanks. She said
And it
thank you.
didn't-
I said
yeah.
thanks. It was fine. Nothing. The world
Yeah.
didn't blow up. It was good.
Okay, so do you guys do the double or triple thank in one like little passing?
Yes.
So if they put down a plate
Yeah.
and then put a knife right beside it, like a second later, like you get a
No,
steak knife,
No.
right?
It'll
You go,
depend how much
"Thank you,
time is in
thank you,
between
thank
the
you,
plate and the
thank
knife
you."
placing.
Yeah.
You know,
It have to
if
be-
they had to turn around, go back to like a little stand behind them, grab the knife and put it down, I would say thank you.
And if they
again.
did something different, if they brought me a drink
Yeah.
and then took away my plate, they get 2 thank yous.
Yes.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
yeah,
Really?
it's
Yeah, 'cause
really
they're
it's a
different things.
situational
Yeah.
thing,
Wow,
really.
you guys are so liberal.
Thank you.
Thank you. See? 2 thank yous. It's still
But I think it'd be better if I stood up at the end of the table, ding my glass, ding, 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 ding. Listen, we're all very thankful for
Yeah.
you, and we appreciate everything you're doing tonight. Carry on.
And you know what? I encourage that. I think you should do
Yes.
it. I think it's
And
great.
we would both thank
Yeah.
you.
It sounds like I'm
For
having
thanking
dinner with
the
Larry
server.
David,
Yeah.
to be honest.
There was a whole episode, you can see it on TikTok, where there was a guy from the military.
Yeah.
And every
Yeah.
time he was shaking somebody's hand, they were going, "Thank you for your service. Thank you for your service. Thank you." And it got to Larry, he goes, "Hey, how are you?" And then the military guy was like upset and left.
Yeah.
And they were all like, "Why didn't you thank him?" He goes, "How much thanking? I mean, everybody's thanking him for his service. I mean, how much thanking do I have to do?"
I think I saw that clip. It was very funny.
If you like what you just heard, tell someone. They can listen to the Hot Tub Podcast with Mahler, Rush, Jenny, and Brady wherever podcasts are found. And if you didn't like what you heard, that's cool. Cool. All right, yeah.